Now student, we will discuss here about the next topic, which is drift velocity. So after the discussion of heating effect of electric current, here we will discuss about the drift velocity. Drift velocity, if we think about the definition of drift velocity, basically, as you know from the previous heading, heating effect of electric current, in which we will discuss there, the electron will move from the negative terminal to positive terminal of a conductor with a drifted speed, or you can say with a speed, by colliding with the other atoms or ions present in their path. So that's why that speed is called drift speed. So here we will discuss about the drift velocity or drift speed. When we think about the drift velocity, you can say that drift velocity is the average velocity of an electron when it moves from the negative terminal to the positive terminal of a conductor on applying the electric potential difference, or you can say that on applying the external electric field to the given conductor. Or in short, you can say that the drift velocity is the average velocity of an electron when it moves from the negative terminal to the positive terminal under the influence of external electric field. So there are many ways to define the drift velocity definition. So here I will write definition of drift velocity with respect to the external electric field. It is, you can say that this is defined as the average velocity of an electron, or you can say that of the electrons moving from the negative terminal of conductor to the positive terminal, negative to positive terminal under the influence of external electric field. Means here we will discuss about the motion of electron in a conductor when this conductor is placed in external electric field, or you can say that when the terminal of conductor is connected to the given source, or you can say that any external electric field. So this is your positive terminal of the conductor, this one is our negative terminal of the conductor, and diagram is the side of the conductor is A and B, and if suppose the length of the conductor is L, and from this diagram when we think about the drift velocity, so we can consider here that time the electron is moving toward the positive terminal of the conductor with the speed or with the velocity which will be a drift velocity. It is noted by Vd because electron will go, as we studied in the previous heading, heating effect of electric current, the electron will go from this negative terminal to this positive terminal after colliding with the other atoms and ion which is present inside them, and which also resists the flow of electron from, means continuous flow of electron, you can say that, which also resists the continuous flow of electron from this negative terminal to this positive terminal. So when the other atoms and ions, as we consider here the other atoms and ion present in their path, so when the electron will start move from this direction, so their motion is such that, suppose this is an electron, so their motion is such that it will collide with other atoms and ions which will be present in their path such that the electron will move after striking these electrons. So this is the obstacle in the path of electron. After striking them, the direction of flow of electron will also change, so that the final, or you can say that the average speed or average velocity after the collision of these obstacles which are present inside the path of the motion of conductor is such that the electron will reach from this B terminal to this A terminal. So in this case, the energy of electron, which is in the form of kinetic energy here, is consumed in the form of collision, or you can say that in the form of mechanical energy to collide with the other atoms and ion present in their path, and after that the electron provides some kinetic energy to the other atoms and ions so that they will start vibration about their mean position, and the result is that heating effect. But here when we think about the drift velocity, so initially we can consider when there is no external field applied for this conductor. So initially we can say that all conductor, you know that initially all conductors have n number of free electrons. So initially at room temperature, when we think about room temperature in the absence of external electric field, there are n number of free electrons inside the conductor, and they are in motion randomly in all direction with the speed, or you can say that with the thermal, because of room temperature, with the thermal velocities of the range, thermal velocity of 10 raised to the power minus 5 meter per second. So here when we think about the electrons which are present in the conductor, because here we are discussing about the conductor, so the density means number of electron per unit volume. So when we think about the density of electrons in conductor is near about, we can say that 10 raised to the power 29 electrons per meter cube, means in 1 meter cube there are near about 10 raised to the power 29 electrons. So when we think about here the thermal velocity, in case of thermal velocity you can see that when there is no external field is applied here, so the thermal velocity of electron inside the conductor is 10 raised to the power 5 meter per second, by which this velocity the electrons are moving randomly inside the conductor, so that the average thermal velocity, since okay, so from here we will write, so that the average thermal velocity is 0 when the circuit is off and in the absence of electric field, the average thermal velocity is 0. So in this case, if we consider here, if u1, u2, u3 un be the thermal velocity, because this is the initial condition, thermal velocities of electrons, so that in the absence of external electric field, field, we can say that the average thermal velocity, as we have given, the average thermal velocity is 0. So it means that u1, u2, u3 dot 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 un over n, or you can write this statement in this way, means ui from I is equals to 1 to n over n, it is equals to 0. Clear, student? Make this formula, you can write this way, sigma qi I is equals to 1 to n. So this is the formula in which we can say that the average thermal velocity of the conductor in the absence of external electric field is 0. After the discussion of average thermal velocity of the electron, here we will discuss about the drift velocity. So see what happened in case of drift velocity. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि अब अभी तक तो यहाँ पे आपके पास क्या था कि आपका रूम टेम्परेचर पे जो कोई भी गिवन कंडक्टर होता है उसमें जो आपके पास फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं उनका मोशन क्या होता है, रैंडमली किसी भी डायरेक्शन में वो अपनी थर्मल वेलोसिटीज के साथ मूव करते हैं, और इनका मूवमेंट जो थर्मल वेलोसिटीज का अपनी अपनी जो थर्मल वेलोसिटीज के साथ मूवमेंट इस टाइप से करते हैं कि उनका जो एवरेज थर्मल वेलोसिटी होता है उसकी वैल्यू कितनी आ जाएगी, 0 आ जाती है. क्लियर? नाउ व्हेन वी थिंक अबाउट द ड्रिफ्ट वेलोसिटी इन दिस केस, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे कि इस गिवन कंडक्टर को किसी एक एक्सटर्नल फील्ड में रख दिया है या इससे कोई बैटरी कनेक्ट कर दी है, किसी गिवन पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस पे इसे कनेक्ट कर दिया है. क्लियर? या आप ये कह सकते हैं कि इस पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड हमने एक्सटर्नल सेटअप दे दी. तो जब इस पे एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड पे इसे हम सेटअप देंगे तो उस केस में क्या होगा कि जो इसकी इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी है विद द सोर्स, तो वो इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी क्या है, इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को मिलेगी. इलेक्ट्रॉन इससे काइनेटिक एनर्जी कन्वर्ट करेगा, इस इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी को काइनेटिक एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट करेगा और फ्रॉम द नेगेटिव टर्मिनल टू द पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल मूवमेंट देगा. लेकिन जब वो नेगेटिव टर्मिनल से पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल पर आने का उसका मूवमेंट होगा तो बिफोर दैट द इलेक्ट्रॉन विल मूव फ्रॉम द टर्मिनल B टू टर्मिनल A ऑफ द गिवन कंडक्टर. सो इन दिस time when the electron will move from the negative terminal of conductor to the positive terminal of conductor, the electron will not flow continuous. The electron will not flow continuously. The electron will flow after striking the different ions and atoms which are present in their path. तो इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या करेगा, जितने भी अदर आयंस और एटम्स हैं इस कंडक्टर के उनसे टकराता हुआ अपना जो पाथ में आगे की ओर टेंड करेगा, और जब वो आगे की ओर बढ़ेगा तो उस केस में उसका पाथ जो है स्ट्रेट ना होके एक जिगजैग पाथ को ट्रेवल करेगा. क्लियर स्टूडेंट? और एट लास्ट वो क्या करेगा, आफ्टर दैट ऐसे जिगजैग पाथ में ट्रेवलिंग करते हुए वो अपनी लास्ट जो टर्मिनल B है अदर एंड ऑफ द कंडक्टर, और यू कैन से पॉजिटिव एंड ऑफ द कंडक्टर, उस पे पहुंच जाते हैं. सो इन दिस कंडीशन व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट देयर सक्सेसिव कोलिजन, सो द इलेक्ट्रॉन विल मूव in the inside the conductor with their successive collision. So the time taken between two collision, or you can say the time taken between the two successive collision is denoted by tau. This time is called a relaxation time, and the distance traveled by the electron between the two successive collision is called mean free path. So here when we discuss about the drift velocity in brief, so we will explain the all things here. So for that, pause the video and note down. Now student, see here, as we have discussed there, our average thermal velocity which is denoted by ui by n, or you can say 1 by n of sigma ui. So from I is equals to 1 to n, this is our average velocity, average thermal velocity, which is equal to 0. So after that when we talk about the drift velocity on applying, so for that I will start my statement from here. तो यहाँ पे start करूँगा. अब on applying electric field, on applying E, जब electric field apply करेंगे between the terminal of conductor, तो students see here, जब हम कंडक्टर के टर्मिनल्स पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अप्लाई करेंगे तो उस केस में क्या होगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन विल experience a force ड्यू टू द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड। तो इलेक्ट्रॉन क्या करेगा, लेट्स सी हियर, इलेक्ट्रॉन विल experience a force, or you can say that an electric force due to the applied electric field E, by which the electron will move with their kinetic energy and strike, or you can say collide with the other atoms and ions present in their path inside the conductor. Yes, friend. And their path is in zigzag form, or you can say zigzag path. It is not a straight path, it is type of zigzag path. So here, if I consider, if A be the acceleration of the electron provided by electric field E. Yes, friend. So by formula, A is equals to, we can write here A is equals to F upon m, if m be the mass of the given electron. So here I will write this F is an electric force, so I will write here electric force EE, because in case of electric force I will write like this, F is equal to QE. We know that charge of electron is minus E, or you can say the charge of electron is E. So I will write here this EE over m when we talk about E. So otherwise EE, because of the negative charge in given electron, so I will write here in magnitude form, I will write here EE. So it will be EE by m. So this is the force, or this is the acceleration of the electron by the external electric field. Now, as we know that since time taken between the two successive collision is called relaxation time denoted by a letter tau. After the discussion of relaxation time, here I will start the velocity calculation from the particle 1 to particle n. Therefore, for particle 1, supposed to be first particle, the velocity acquired by the first electron, there are n number of electron, is, or electron here you can consider particle, here I will write first electron for first electron case. So the velocity acquired by the first electron is given by v1 is equals to u1. Here u1 is the thermal velocity. You can add one thing, if u1 be their thermal velocity. So if u1 is their thermal velocity, then I will write this one, since student see, पहली चीज आपके पास जब हम किसी इलेक्ट्रॉन की टोटल वेलोसिटी कितनी एक्वायर्ड करी है उसमें उसको हम यहाँ पे फाइंड आउट करेंगे। तो उसके लिए हम सबसे पहले क्या लिखेंगे कि उसकी थर्मल वेलोसिटी कितनी थी, आफ्टर दैट जब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अप्लाई किया तो उसमें एक्सेलरेशन कितना आया a, और बिटवीन द टू सक्सेसिव कोलिजन जो उसका रिलैक्सेशन टाइम होगा फॉर फर्स्ट पार्टिकल इट विल बी टाउ वन। तो रिलेशन कैसा बना, v1 is equal to u1 plus a tau 1। Similarly for other electrons, means electron number 2, 3, 4 and so on, I will write this formula in this way. Now see student, v2 is equals to u2 plus a tau 2, v3 is equals to u3 plus a tau 3, clear, and so on up to vn, un plus a tau n. After the addition, therefore total average velocity acquired by free electrons, or you can say all free electrons of the conductor, clear student, is called drift velocity, is called its drift velocity. So this is the definition of drift velocity. So I will write here since, therefore, so here I will calculate total average velocity denoted by Vd, which is a drift velocity. So Vd will be v1 plus v2 plus v3, v1 plus v2 plus v3 dot 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 vn over n। स्टूडेंट लिसन वन थिंग, ये जो हम वेलोसिटी निकाल रहे हैं इन सभी वेलोसिटीज का सम ये अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ क्या होगा, एक्सटर्नल इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड। सो यू कैन ऐड वन थिंग, अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ E, clear? So I will write here u1 plus u2 plus u3 dot 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 un over n also, along with this इनको भी ऐड कर लिया u1 u2 u3, प्लस इनको ऐड करेंगे, a कॉमन ले लिया सब में से, और ये हो जाएगा आपके पास टाउ 1 प्लस टाउ 2 प्लस टाउ 3 डॉट 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 टाउ n ओवर n। इसको हम बोल देंगे एवरेज रिलैक्सेशन टाइम। So here for all particles, if the relaxation time is denoted by tau, which is, you can say that relaxation time symbol is tau. So for that, this case I will use here again the symbol tau, which is called average relaxation time. So here I will write Vd is equals to, it will be 0 because this is average of thermal velocity, so 0 plus a tau 1 tau 2 tau 3 tau n, it is equal to tau which is average relaxation time. So Vd is equals to a tau, and you know that the value of by m, so here I will write Vd is equals to E by m of, so this is the formula of drift speed of the free particles inside the conductor, which is moving from the negative terminal of the conductor to the positive terminal of conductor. So here student, at last we discuss here about the value of drift speed, which is equals to Vd is equals to E over m of tau, means drift speed of an electron for a conductor. If we think about the drift velocity, so it will be vector symbol. So for that, you know that the direction of electron motion is opposite to the direction of flow of, is opposite to the direction of electric field. So I will write here negative sign for that. So this one is the formula for drift velocity with their direction. And after that, when we talk about one more topic, mobility. So mobility means that when we think about the definition of mobility, so mobility you can define as, it is defined as the ratio of the magnitude of drift velocity to the electric field, or you can say that drift electric field, or you can say that drift magnitude of drift speed or drift magnitude of drift velocity per unit electric field. So it will be denoted by a symbol mu. So mu is equals to Bd over E, and we know that when we discuss here about for any charge, when we discuss here about for any charge q, so for that I will write Bd formula, which is equals to, in place of E I will write here q, so it will be QE over m of tau. So we can write mu is equals to QE over m of tau upon electric. So finally E to E cancel out, so I will write here Q m over tau. So this is the formula of mobility of a charge. Mu is equals to Q by m of tau. And after that, if we think about the mobility of an electron formula, mobility of an electron. So electron, you know that the charge of electron is given by Q is equals to E. So for that I will write the formula directly here. In place of Q I will write E. So it will be E by m of tau. Point is clear, student? So this is the formula for what? Mobility of a charge. Here after that we talk about the SI unit of this. So for the SI unit of mobility, you know, students, see here, the SI unit of mobility we can find out from here. See, the SI unit of drift speed or drift velocity is meter per second, and here the SI unit of electric field is Newton per coulomb. So on the solving of these two, I will write in this way, coulomb per Newton, by interchanging this. So meter, you can write meter second inverse Newton inverse coulomb. So this is the SI unit of mobility of a charge. Point is clear, student? So pause the video and note down.